Hi everyone, I am happy to meet you through Calvi TV. In last class, we studied about past tense and in past tense, simple past, past continuous and past perfect. We studied out these three tenses. Now we are going to study about past perfect continuous tense. It is used to express an action that continuously happened before a period of time in the past. There is an action that also happened in the past before the continuous actions. So there is the progressive actions and there is the finished actions. When we look at the sentence format, the positive sentence can be like subject plus helping verb plus been plus verb plus ing and object. Here we use helping verb had and been. The example can be I had been waiting for the bus. She had been preparing for the competition. They had been talking in the hall. Rowan had been arranging the classroom. Men had been working in the house. Here we use had with every pronouns and nouns. And when we look at the negative sentence structure, the negative sentence structure can be subject plus helping verb plus not plus been plus verb ing and object. The helping verb had and not can be changed as hadn't. It is hadn't is the contraction form for had not. And here we use been after not and the verb ing. The sentence format can be like I hadn't been waiting for the bus. She hadn't been preparing for the competition. They hadn't been talking in the hall. Rowan hadn't been arranging the classroom. Men hadn't been working in the house. So these are the sentence examples, and here we are using had and not to express the negative form, and after that we are using been to express the past perfect continuous negative form, and the question sentence can be like helping verb, subject, been, verb ing and object. Here we are using helping verb in front of the subject. The sentence structure can be I had I been waiting for the bus. We are using had in front of I. Had she been preparing for the competition? We are using had in front of she. Had they been talking in the hall? We are using had in front of they. Had Rowan been arranging the classroom? We are using had in front of Rowan. Had men been working in the house? We are using had in front of men. So we are using helping verb had in front of the subject to make the question sentences. For the full form of the past perfect continuous tense, we can use before, when, because and some other words to join these sentences. I mean to both sentence structures. Subject, helping verb plus verb ing and object. And simple past. Example, I had been remembering the poem before I went to competition. We had been waiting for the bus until my brother came to bus stand. Sangha had been batting for an hour when Lee took his wicket. The people had been fighting for freedom for long years before they won freedom. It had been chasing the cat before it got tired. So, in last class and now, we studied about tenses. In tenses, we studied about past tense. The past tense can be categorized into 4 types: simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. In simple past, we can make sentences in 2 ways, with the help of verb and with the help of helping verb. The structure can be subject plus verb and object. The verb is past form. And the helping verb, subject plus helping verb and object. The helping verbs are was, were and had. In past continuous tense, we use helping verb was were and verb ing. In past perfect, we use had and verb past participle. In past perfect continuous, we use had and been verb ing. These are the structures and methods to identify and study past tense. Now we have come second unit, facing challenges. Here they have given you paragraphs, and they have also given you some questions in your textbook. So here's the paragraph I also gave you. The first, let's read. Read the following text and answer the question that follows. Water rafting is an adventurous outdoor team activity. It is done in white water or different degrees of rough water using an inflatable raft. This sport is challenging and considered to be dangerous if the necessary safety precautions are not followed. This has now become a popular sport. However, it is necessary to minimize the impact of the sport on nature. There should be a leave no trace policy when engaging in rafting. The sportsmen should learn to dispose of waste properly, leave what they find in the wilderness, respect wildlife, keep fire small, etc. There is another popular action sport called skydiving. This is also known as parachuting. Skydiving is done by jumping out of an aircraft and falling for as long as one's safety can before opening the parachute. Once the sportsmen jump out of the aircraft, they fall freely with the aid of gravity. The real challenge is to slow down the fall and reach the earth with the help of the parachute. This sport is practiced even during the 18th century, and it is said that in 1797 Andrew Jacques Garnerin jumped from a hot air balloon with a parachute. It was the first incident of truly modern skydiving in the military. It is used as a backup safety mechanism for airmen. Many modern militaries use skydiving for troop deployment, while firefighters also parachute to reach remote sites so that they can be on ground quickly. At present, it is a well-known recreational sport. Surfing is done with the help of surfboard. This is an act of riding on a wave, especially a sea wave. This can be challenging when the waves become rough. There are three major styles of surfing. This is done in natural waves as well as in artificial waves. This sport has developed into a number of other types, including skateboarding, wakeboarding, skimboarding, and windsurfing, among others. Skateboarding is popular among teenagers. This is an action sport which enables riding and performing tricks on the skateboard. Pole vaulting is a challenging sport. In this track and field event, the sportsmen use a long flexible pole as an aid to jump over a bar. Pole jumping competitions were known to the ancient Greeks, Cretans, and Celts. The sportsman should have a speed of a sprinter, the flexibility of a gymnast, and the vertical jump of a jumper. This needs courage to jump up in the free air with a pole. The sportsmen need not only to jump a considerable height but also to land correctly. This has been a full medal event at the Olympic Games since 1896 for men and since 2000 for women. So, in these paragraphs, they have given you the challenging games. So, they have given you the 4 types of games which are challenging, and they give you how to respect the nature when we do sports and the challenges faced by the sportsman and how to become an attitudable person. Here's the exercise for you. What are the challenging sports mentioned in above paragraph? Water rafting, skydiving, surfing, and pole vaulting. There are 4 types of challenging sports they have given you in these paragraphs. And the next question is, what is used to do water rafting? We use raft. Raft means an inflatable raft. What is the another name of skydiving? The another name is parachuting. What is the policy everyone should follow engaging in water rafting? The policy is leave no trace policy. What are the abilities a sportsman should have in pole vaulting? The abilities are speed of a sprinter, the flexibility of a gymnast, the vertical jump of a jumper. Here are some questions. Okay, so in today's lesson, we studied about past continuous tense and we have begun the second lesson, the challenges, and we also saw some questions in this lesson also. So in next class, we will study further about the second unit. I will meet you in the next class.